What's up, card fighters? RapTorSlevin here. This is Maxen.
And as you can see, we're in the basement of Fanboy 3. You love it.
Well, there's loads of card stock here.
Yeah, it's like food and
Oh dear.
well done.
Well, that's the card
that was
stock.
nice.
Look at all that card stock. Look. Fanboy 3 official distributors.
All the Vanguard stuff over here somewhere.
Oh yeah, you didn't see that. Right, anyway. Why is no one playing Kagero?
Now that's a very good question.
Because no one is doing it, right? Simple as. But why? There's no control in this format anymore.
No, there's a huge hole where, because royals and golds
keep on spamming and like have a field nicely, but you know if they. Where's the back row control? There's no back row control.
No, there's no other set 1, set 2. You had Paladins and Kagero with the main 2 sets, and Kagero kept Paladin in check.
Yeah.
Everyone's dropped Kagero, so Paladins are just getting all the free guys.
Kari, which is just
bad.
Right, you only have Vermilion. That's it. That's the only thing you have in that clan. And
you don't comment and say, oh, we have Death Scythe or whatever. Every clan has a.
This has a Death Scythe, so that doesn't matter, does it?
Every clan has one. It
things you need unique cards.
Scythians. This is Scythian, the star. He's okay. He can kill grade 0. It's like that's okay.
Only if you really matter anymore.
If they're running my chains, he's pretty much useless.
Yeah, which everyone is starting to use as well.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what Kagerō actually do and why it's important. So they have main cards like this.
All these guys who do
okay.
stuff.
This draw trigger is like amazing. It destroys grade 0s for counterblast and goes into a soul,
which is really good for a draw trigger.
Yeah. And you know you'll be surprised how much you actually use this later on.
Yeah.
Once you've used your other effects. Mainly because other people will start putting triggers on the back row to start hitting for bigger numbers, and you go, yeah, we'll just stop that again.
Because they will eventually, mid to late game, they will have to drop grade 0s to start boosting. If you're running this deck.
Kiminara, Soul Blast, sorry, Counter Blast goes into the soul. Killer grade 1,
which is really good.
Really good. 6k as well. So there's no excuse not to run this because it hits for big numbers. Well, can make you hit for big numbers.
Well, in Kagero it doesn't really matter. A lot of your Vanguards are 10 and 11, so Kagero's not about the power; it's about the control.
Control, but obviously adds more control. There's not much grade 1 edge you could put in, so you may as well have this. Tejas.
Now, Tejas is a pretty cool card.
Yeah, because mid-game, control starts to kick in a lot, and you can start hitting back rows as long as it's in the same column. Yeah. That's really cool.
It's like I think it's the only card that we have at the moment that can hit the back row, which is a big deal.
No other clan can do that.
No.
And he has his own like little booster that makes him 10k. Well, gives him 10k.
So it's 18.
18.
As far as the personal boosters go, that's pretty bad. Because most others are attacking for 20 or 19. Yeah. But the fact that he hits the rear guard,
well, the back row rear guard.
The back row rear guard. That's what makes it good. Because
you can hit 18 on a Marin, and that's they have to drop a lot or kill that Marin.
Yeah.
Which could plummet stuff down to like less than 20, which like a Palamedes could be hitting you with 21. You go, let's stop that now. Yeah. Then it's a normal card Palamedes then, so it kind of balances out. So it's really good.
Makes your opponent have to drop cards they wouldn't normally drop.
And you're thinking, oh, I'm running Tejas and I'm running this random booster that only works. Well, you can't really. You only need like one or two.
Yeah.
Because you can run.
Because we have Kagerō.
You have your Kagerō,
who is probably one of the best starters in the game, except for maybe Barkle,
which is pretty much banned.
But
this helps a lot.
Kagerō is just an amazing starting card because it's 5k. It moves back and Counter +1, retire it, and you search for any grade 1 you like. It could be a bar, be the Tejas booster, whose name escapes me, like Wyvern Guard.
Your perfect guard.
Yeah.
This is also, you can actually run 2 of this if you want in a deck.
I've seen lists with 3.
You know, just like my Counter Blast searches me a perfect guard. Pretty good. When Vanguard's hitting you for 21 and stuff, you might need this more or not.
You can actually also, if you can search for Kimnaras as well.
Yeah.
If there's something in the way.
Berserk Dragon. Now, may have fallen out of favour a little bit.
I don't know. I think it's still ran.
You would still run it, but you don't want to.
Not as many.
Yeah, because you don't want to use it as much. We've not got the Japanese unflipper,
no,
which would really help. Actually, that would push Kagero a lot higher now. It's a shame that we don't actually have all the support that the Japanese have currently.
But it's Berserk Dragon. Retires grade 2s or lower. That's
grade
pretty
2s
good.
or lower.
So it's again, you can kill back row. If there's some grade 2, that's annoying. It's bombs.
Importantly, you can actually use its effect, kill the back row, and then kill
the front row.
Yeah, the actual rear guard as well. So it can actually go for 2 at once. It's a very, very high control card. So you should consider this a lot.
9k is also nice.
So, now we've done that. Grade 3s.
Yeah, let's go for grade 3s. Who's starting off with?
We're going to start off with the Goku.
Goku was ran a lot in set 1, set 2, I believe. It was a very popular deck. Just basically because it turns the grade 3s you get into triggers. And those triggers basically turn grade 3s into destroy triggers.
Yeah.
And retire grade 1s. It basically means you don't have to waste counterblast or resources to put Kanara in the use Kanara put in the soul, waste the grade 1 boost, or use a counterblast for the Berserk Dragon.
Yeah. But he's 10.
That's a class of 10. When you can have 11, I can understand.
Okay, he's 10, and then he doesn't boost himself.
Yeah.
So now we're not hitting for that bigger numbers where we've just been talking about, like all these guys that we've just essentially these 2, they sacrifice themselves to take card advantage from.
Yeah.
This one generates it, but doesn't give the bigger numbers which you need that can in a way generate pluses as well. So it's a weird trade-off.
It's for a Vanguard. It needs to be hitting decent numbers, otherwise your opponent's just going to be able to eat guard for 15 and stuff like that, and then save perfect guards for criticals, if you want rear guards or whatever.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got the main guy, the Dragonic Overlord.
I think he's pretty much the big boss guy of Kagerō, obviously.
But I think he's not
as good.
He's not as good now.
He's still good. He's still good. He's not as good as other things we have, but he's still playable.
He's 11 still, which is always nice to help. Especially when everyone else is playing 11 now, you may as well try and play 11.
And his ability, it's pretty big. Counterblast 3 is pretty big.
You do gain 5k.
Yeah, that's a great thing. It means it's also a rearguard ability, so he can be 16 on his own.
That's really good. It's a shame we don't have all the support for it.
No.
Because he has his cross ride. What else does he have?
He's got boosters and all sorts.
Yeah, he's got a booster that gets him 10k. That would push Kagerō so much, but we just don't have it. So
to be honest, why talk about the end? Don't compare everything to the end.
Yeah, let's just. I'm sorry.
It's like compare everything to perfection. It's not going to be as good. So what else?
Blazing Flare.
Blazing Flare. Now I like this card a lot.
He's pretty good.
He's 10k again, like Goku, but he, unlike Goku, actually generates some pluses for him, which isn't just through doing passive. It's something the deck passively does by retiring cards. So he gains pluses for you playing the deck correctly, I guess.
Also, reading here, Vanguard and Rearguard. Vanguard and Rearguard get plus 3,000 when you retire a guy.
So that's good.
That's amazing. That's with your bar, which you can search out again with your starter.
You mean Convo, who searches bar?
Convo searches bar. You can get that 21 quite easily if you start retiring guys as you're supposed to. have a few on the field, all hitting 21.
It's also not limited to once per turn. If you retire 2 guys, it's plus 6k. That's pretty cool.
And also the free...
Semi-free.
Semi-free. Well, you're going to go 1, 2. So you need 3 more to get in there. So that's your
we've got Kimnar, we've got your draw triggers.
Hang on, don't we also have the grade 2?
Yeah, there is a grade 2, I think it's blazing, it's something flame, I don't know. There's a grade 2, 9k, when it hits it soul charges.
Another important card, but then soul charging is really risky sometimes.
Yeah, it's true, but
if you can do it anyway, because hopefully you get another +1. More pluses is just helps, and it's actually choose opponent's rear guard, so you're not limited. You can kill that grade 3 if it's gonna hurt you. If that Palamede, basically, we're always comparing his stuff to that Palamede, but Palamede hits 21. It's so important
because Palamede is like think of a grade 3 that's broken. Palamede.
Okay,
maybe to rephrase. I think of a grade 3 that's Informer that's broken.
Seal Dragon Blockade.
This probably is. We're getting to the. Of all of them, nobody plays him. There were just better options.
I wanted to play him. Look, he's like Mummy's alive.
Oh, the art's cool. Yeah,
he is cool. Like... You can't deny that. There you go. There you go. He was cool. He looks cool, but
the problem is that it's easy to play around.
Not many people are running the 10k interceptors, or it's falling out of favour slightly for better, more effective things.
But hitting for 16 has become a lot more of an issue with all 11k Vanguards popping up, and hit for 16 with the intercept guys is a lot harder because you need the 8k guy.
Yeah.
And Kagerō being able to retire the 8k guys basically means you start swinging for 9 and 15 and stuff like that.
Okay, next card. Dragonic Lawkeeper.
Or Judge Dredd.
Judge Dredd. He's the law. I like this card.
We all do.
It's so good.
He is.
Everyone was originally like,
I know, I said he was good.
Well, yeah, but you read cards, you see. Not everyone's like, what is this card? Let's just throw it away. And it's just like, hang on a minute. It can generate +1s on these full fields, which all the gold paladins with the slay goals need big fields. Yeah. So you can start generating +1s for 1 counterblast, which is quite nice.
It is.
Basically, you're just gonna on limit break 4, gonna bind all their rear guards, and then they can call up to 4 back.
A lot of people,
and the rest go into the drop zone.
Because when people talking about it, it's not good. It only binds. It's only until I rephrased it. It's counterblast 1. You gain 3k. You retire one of your opponent's rear guards, and your opponent can't intercept that turn.
Yeah. So when it comes 3k, that's 13. With your bar 21. Perfect.
The funny thing is, he's actually got a best friend.
He does.
He's got this best friend who's...
He's actually royalty. He's an archdragon.
He's like his best friend in the whole world. He wants to be so much like him.
He's actually quite posing. What
about? Bros.
So...
Dual Stark Dragon.
Yeah, he's got the Vanguard and Rear Guard activates on auto. 2 or less rear guards gain 3k.
So obviously the synergy is the
obvious, like, what? So weird going on camera. Like, they love each other.
They do. It's with especially when you got Convo. It's very easy to have 2 lanes of 21k.
Yeah. Or 20k, because you're obviously gonna
see
a load of royals and gold still. They're about, so it's not as bad. Yeah. But
the only problem I feel with it's not a problem with Lawkeeper. It's the problem he has with the synergy with other cards. He doesn't synergize well with Dragonic Overlord. The Overlord's good, but the two don't really get on. If you have Lawkeeper ridden, you'll use his skill, and Dragonic Overlord won't really do anything in the rear guard. His skill won't do much. But if you have Dragonic Overlords in the Vanguard, then Dual Axe Arc Dragon won't do anything. So it's very odd.
So you've got a combinations of stuff. I think we've decided Blockade, though a cool mofo, is a bit out.
Yeah.
So we can't use him. What else can we use? well, Blazing Flare generates pluses if we make the deck balance it. So, would you play the superior ride for it? It costs a lot.
What's the cost?
The cost is...
Isn't like a crit trigger or a bar and something else?
Yes, it's
the draw trigger.
It's the draw trigger that you're obviously going to use.
Yeah.
It's... And then a grade 1 and a grade 2.
What's the cost? Is it like a counterblast or?
And it's a counterblast, but that's 3 cards. That's 3 cards though. And they all have to go. They all have to go in the solver, so they have to be rear guards, and they can't be a Vanguard.
I still might run that just because it's generating its own soul to do something.
It does make it easier because then after that you only have to do the Kindamara, go straight in, bam.
Does it have to have the grade 2 ridden? Is that how it works?
No.
No.
I don't think so. I'm pretty confident. I will double check.
You double check this, just to make sure, so we don't look like idiots on camera.
Vanguard ability.
So it's minus.
So you can ride it.
So it's -2. It's not -2 because basically you're going to put them in the soul, and then then
you do get the guy
from
out the deck.
So it's a -1, and then if you retire one of your opponent's cards, it's basically a break.
You will need 3 cards, though. That's the only problem with that. You will need the 3 cards.
Grade 1.
Grade 1, grade 0, and the grade 2. I mean, ride the grade 2.
Yeah.
So and you have grade 1.
Yes,
you need to have 3 cards in total to get the guy, to superior ride the guy. But it's a trade-off.
You only need 1 card in the soul though to do his ability. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, it's acceleration. And superior ride. You can never say that's a bad thing.
It helps for consistency, especially in the upcoming nationals and qualifiers. Consistency will be.
You need
key.
A way of just generating, at least trying to always get a ride.
The next grade.
Yeah, because if you don't, it's a turn of advantage, and then if you miss it again, well, you may as well just call it a game. Start packing up your cards.
It's a bit different because I have said this in the past. Like Azel superior ride, it's similar, but with Azel needs his rear guards to do stuff. This guy wants his soul. There's a distinct difference.
Yeah, gets his soul and kills the guy. It helps a lot. So
we've got 2 guys left.
The classic Overlord Goku combo, which is
basically the best of what we had at the time.
Which I don't know. We can use Overlord.
Overlord splashable in every Kagero build. You have triggers as well.
We have stand triggers because you want to ride it as your Vanguard, but at the same time you don't because if they perfect guard it, which they're running 4 of, it goes. I've just done 1 trigger. Oh, did I not get anything? Oh, this is terrible news. I might lose next turn. It
will depend, I believe, on what you're facing and what cards your opponent has at the time. I think it works best in the rear guard. It gives your opponent more pressure to guard it, especially if it's got a booster.
Yeah.
So your opponent's going to be dropping like 2 cards to guard that. Late game, that can just be devastating. If they don't guard it, they're probably just going to get rid of all your rear guards.
Yeah, there's the +5 as well. It's just that's an extra card. But because you can run stand triggers with Kagerō because you want to kill everything at once through attacks or different abilities, stand triggers are actually quite good.
Yeah.
Weirdly quite good. So with Overlord, you can go attack. Oh, it failed. Rip a stand trigger. Must be nice to attack everything again.
Because to be honest, Kagero's probably greatest strength is it can retire the grade 1s. The cards that most clans can't retire, and then it can concentrate attacks on the grade 2s if it so chooses. Yeah,
and then that leaves us with Goku, which
maybe still running. He's still okay.
He's all right. You can run him. He just makes.
You will
7. You 7 other grade 3s can do something before they even do something.
To be honest, he was popular when you had. When you had Ermo, Flame Promise. I hope one of the 2.
Yeah, well, you could use more, and then discard.
Yeah, so you turn your grade 3s into also kind of pseudo draw triggers, I guess, when you hit.
It's an interesting concept. You can still get behind this guy quite easily.
So,
he just doesn't have any other support with
So what we're trying to say is Kagero has options.
You've got to use those options. Try to anyway. They also have
triggers.
3 crits, so you can.
If you've
got
really
a
felt like it, you could run
of different crits if you want to. But
I feel Kagero wouldn't benefit as much since they actually have a really good draw trigger.
I think they'd benefit more with the stands really than the crits. The crits are still for game. You want to put them like 4. You could just go for 4-4-4 split.
I think the stands are viable in Kagero because if your tiny opponent's grade 1s, they'll be dropping like other grade 1s, cards that would normally be used for guarding against after they have a field. So there's less cards for them to guard with. So a late game, that stand will kill them.
Yeah.
Or even mid game. I mean, you get rid
yeah.
of
Well,
rear
you
guard.
just go attack. You rear guard with the Tejas 18 with your booster. Very situational, but nice.
Well,
we got the stand
that's not
again.
Situational. You can just convo for it.
You can conro for it, and then he stands again, and attacks the other guy. Or if they blocks it, the back
15k.
back if they decided to be crazy, poor people are crazy in this game. I've seen plenty of people. You convince them. It's good for them. Just like you've only got triggers, you may as well do it. Like he's like you use the mind games with them.
I should probably point out that this is probably one of the cards. You can actually splash this.
Yeah,
in
just
any deck. It doesn't need a Kagerō Vanguard.
Splashability, you say? Me likey. This is like pseudo Tom worthy nearly. Maybe
Russell's thinking I should win this in Narakami.
Namakari can actually do something then. He's enlightened me already.
Vermilion.
I love him.
Vermilion? Tap the front row?
Just tap the back row. That'd be really funny.
You should do this. We will test. We will test this.
We will test that and bring you the news. This
unless people have already tested it. Or
yeah,
whatever.
please make me look original. What else do we have to say? There's nothing. Oh, you got 2 draw triggers.
Ah, sure.
So because you're retiring all this back row, which is here,
Apparently.
and here's the top row, but the back row's here. Now you're confusing. But anyway.
Front row? Back row? Front row.
Okay. Put those cards down. Let me explain. Because you're retiring all that back row, or attempting to, you only need 5k shields to block these big attacks.
Yeah.
Well, look. Big attacks.
Well, the attacks the opponents.
And right, okay, so say they've only got a few.
Say the guard.
If you got this guy out as your Vanguard, you're pretty much safe. But if you've only got your 10k, so this guy, your 10k defense, you still block for 5, still fine, because there's only a few things in that deck that they run that are 10k.
Yeah.
So we've got like grade 3s and 4 grade 2s that the vanillas that are greater. Everything else is tiny beanie weenie man.
Probably something I should point out while you mentioned. Kagero, do you have like Royals and Shadow have 2 10k grade 2s?
Yes, so you can run
if you want
more.
to.
But why do that when you've
got decent grade 2s?
When you've got this. So you may as well
especially
run them.
If you mix it up to make your opponent think.
Ooh. More mind games. We like mind games. You can always play mind games.
Mind games are good in Vanguard. How many triggers has he used? I don't know.
He's got like 5 of different things. But they're all crits, so we don't know.
We don't know what they are.
Anyway, thanks for watching.
Yeah,
if you like this, tell us what your ideas are for Kagerō. Obviously, I'm trying to go for some sort of Lord Keeper and Archduke.
Archduke.
I upgraded him.
Oh wow!
Because he's that fun. He's a Duke now. And Maxen likes Blazing Flare. But what are you partnering him with? This guy?
You can easily put a Dragonic Overlord with him.
Splash him with everything.
Exactly.
It's fine. So,
I don't think there's anything else Kagerō do at the moment.
We need more stuff. They got the right Eclipse Dragon that can come up.
Oh, well, that's all set for.
Yeah, but I know we're not going to get it after like nationals and stuff, which is we want Kagero to do something. They have potential.
Unless we get some promo or something in set 7. They release some promos as rares or something like they did.
Yeah, maybe. Hopefully, we get the soul, not soul, the damage on flipper. That would really push Kagero.
Was that in the set? Or was that a promo?
That's a promo card.
Oh, well,
I don't know.
Maybe
where it is, but hopefully that's a promo card. Hopefully that could come. That would really help. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you liked us talking and rambling,
if you like seeing people in the basement talking.
Can't believe we're in the basement. But it's so much quieter.
It's basement of a shop. It's a basement of a shop. It's not like someone's house or something. It's a shop. We're not that uncool.
Yet.
Or are we? Yet. Okay.
I could be. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like what we see, press that like button right there. You know, it's somewhere. The like button's down here, Maxen. Yeah, they're no, don't dislike, never dislike, okay? And press that up there for subscribe. Make sure you do that. Comment obviously on builds what you like to run, because we like to.
You'd like for us to talk about, I guess.
Because we like to do articles like this. We're gonna do this like weekly of just tell you information that we've worked out, just like constantly bombard you with stuff. But it's nice to discuss things like that. So thanks for watching. Peace. Some videos you may have missed: Ryan Barker versus Andrew Day. That's video 1. That's OTT Tsukiyomi versus Granblue. Video 2 on the right is Maxen and I. We're kicking back, having a talk about the current format.